today's news.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. Almost a year after the deadliest mass shooting in Maine's history, survivors and victims' families plan to sue the Army and Defense Department. Matt Piper reports. Attorneys for the families say the Army failed to stop the tragedy on October 25th of last year. 18 people were killed by Army reservist Robert Card. Benjamin Gideon is one of the attorneys of the survivors and victims' families.
We have filed on behalf of each of our individual 100 clients a detailed statement presenting that claim.
The notices of claims say the Army was aware of the reservist's mental health decline that left him paranoid, delusional, and expressing homicidal ideations, producing a hit list of those he wanted to attack. Matt Piper, CBS News. On the campaign trail, Donald Trump appeared at an economic meeting in Chicago where he said companies with plans to build factories overseas will change their minds when faced with the threat of high tariffs.
We're going to bring the companies back. We're going to lower taxes still further for companies that are going to make their products in the USA. We're going to protect those companies with strong tariffs.
Kamala Harris is questioning Trump's mental state after a town hall last night turned into an impromptu dance session that after two audience members required medical attention.
Put on Pavarotti singing Ave Maria. Nice and loud. Turn it up louder. We want a little action here.
Harris's running mate, Tim Walz.
He spent 30 minutes standing on stage listening to music in front of this. So, I'm going to be the first to say this. It is pretty funny stuff if he didn't want to be president of the United States.
The Secretaries of State and Defense have written a letter to their Israeli counterparts warning the U.S. could review arms shipments if steps aren't taken to improve the humanitarian situation in Gaza. National Security Council spokesman John Kirby.
This particular letter that we're talking about now follows a relatively recent decrease in humanitarian assistance reaching the people of Gaza.
After a Pentagon review of veterans who were discharged during Don't Ask, Don't Tell, many will now receive their benefits. CBS's Jim Axelrod.
They don't have to go through any process of applying for a discharge upgrade. It's just being done. So this is a critically important point. A lot of veterans we talked to said that the process was so onerous, so confusing, it felt like it was stacked against them. And now you're going to see this sort of automatic change. All they have to do is request new paperwork.
Honorable discharges have now been given to more than 800 veterans. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 70 degrees in Oakland, California.